Hey, it's Drybear. Your favorite class in Diablo 4 just got much stronger in the newest patch. 5 new unique rings have been added to the game, one for each class. They encompass the most popular powers from Season 1, Season of the Malignant. And they can be earned in both seasonal and eternal realms, and for many classes can be plugged into most builds while providing a serious boost in power. They drop from killing the endgame boss Varshan, which is probably the easiest of the 5 endgame bosses, and luckily it's a simple task to farm his summoning materials by simply doing whispers and blood harvest events, which are up around the clock. Unlike Duriel though, the Malignant rings will drop of varying stats and rarities, so you'll need to send Varshan back to his ancestors many times to get the perfect ring. But what's cool is the rings also drop as part of Varshan's loot table, so if you kill him in a group and you aren't the one who summoned him, the rings can still drop for anyone involved in the takedown. Sorcerers can loot Rasha's Iridescent loop, which grants a stacking 15% damage bonus for each element of damage that you deal. What's cool about this buff is as long as you continue dealing elemental damage, the buff will constantly refresh itself. Now in Sorcerer's based kit, you can stack 3 different elements using lightning, fire, and ice. But through vampiric powers and aspects, you could also deal poison or shadow damage to stack the buff anywhere from 45% bonus damage all the way up to 75% bonus damage. For a single item, it's a massive damage increase. And a hot tip free of charge, you can run the Infection Vampiric Power, which causes you to deal poison damage, and this will count as an extra stack for the ring's effect. Barbarians can loot the Ring of Red Furor. After spending 100 Fury, your next cast of Hammer of the Ancients, Upheaval, or Death Blow is a guaranteed critical strike and deals 30% bonus critical strike damage. Upheaval and Hammer of the Ancients were already doing insane damage before, but now they can scale even higher. Druids can loot Airidah's Inexorable Will, which is the vacuum effect from last season. When you cast any ultimate skill, you pull in distant enemies to right in front of you and deal physical damage to them. Willpower, the Druid's main stat, does scale this damage. Granted, the main reason this power has use has nothing to do with the damage and is more about stacking enemies in one location. The Vortex can also interrupt some abilities as well. Rogues can loot the Writhing Band of Trickery, which brings back the decoy from Season 1. Anytime you use a subterfuge skill, you leave behind a decoy trap that will taunt enemies and then explode for shadow damage after 3 seconds. This was one of my favorite effects from Season of the Malignant, as it opened up so many opportunities for rogues to combo into their other skills. Necromancers can loot the Ring of the Sacrilegious Soul, which brings back the ability to automatically activate corpse skills on nearby corpses without needing any input from the player. This was an insane quality of life effect for Necros last season and made some corpse spamming playstyles easier to play. It was definitely hard to see this effect go at the end of Season 1, but it's back in style with this new ring. There is an internal cooldown depending on the type of skill that gets automatically activated. Raise Skeleton and Corpse Explosion can only be triggered by the ring every 1 or 2 seconds, while Corpse Tendrils will only activate every 8 to 16 seconds, regardless of their current cooldown. Of course, you can imagine the potential this unlocks for each class to have back some of the righteous strength players had from Malignant powers and allowing us to combine them with the new vampiric powers. And luckily, Blizzard seems to be getting better at giving unique items a more useful sheet of stats. The Ring of Red Furor comes with attack speed, maximum fury, strength, and resource generation. Airidah's Inexorable Will grants willpower, lucky hit chance, damage to close enemies, and ultimate skill cooldown reduction. Now I could do without willpower on this item, but it makes sense for what the power does. The Ring of the Sacrilegious Soul grants lucky hit chance, maximum life, maximum essence, and ranks of all corpse skills. Most Necromancer builds will want maximum life and lucky hit chance on their ring slot anyway, and it gives us a way to get ranks of all corpse skills in a slot that doesn't normally have it. That being said, I wish it had an offensive damage stat on the item as well. The Writhing Band of Trickery grants critical strike chance, critical strike damage, damage to crowd-controlled enemies, and maximum life, which is an incredible list of stats. Lastly, Rasha's Iridescent Loop grants lucky hit chance, resource generation, non-physical damage, and cooldown reduction. It has 1 damage stat and grants cooldown reduction in the ring slot, which is a nice win. Honestly, before these were announced at BlizzCon, I wasn't expecting more content like this to be added to Season 2, the Season of Blood, but I'm pleased to see it. It also seems like these items will stay in the game moving forward, which is a nice win for anyone who enjoys these effects. If you found value in today's video, leave a like down below, leave a comment for the algorithm to help this video get seen by more people, and don't forget to check out my other channels for other content and other stuff and other things.